Today we're not only looking at one Lexus LC,
we have two. Zach is going to spend time behind the wheel of the LC 500 and I get to drive the LC 500H. H is for hybrid.
It's for hot. This is one of the sexiest cars to come out in a long time.
The LC was first introduced at the Detroit Auto Show as the LC concept car, and many critics thought it couldn't be built. All those curves are very hard to do in a production car.
As you can see, the production version is almost identical, which really is quite an accomplishment.
Both the LC 500 and the hybrid have the Lexus spindle grille that seems to work on this car better than any that we've seen so far. It just anchors the front to the ground. The headlamps are narrow and sinister, and around the back, the taillights look perfectly integrated into the corners of the car. If the buyer chooses the performance package, it adds 21-inch forged alloy wheels and a carbon roof. And I just want to point out that if you choose the hybrid, the performance package comes as standard equipment.
This is a 2+2 coupe, meaning there are very small jump seats in the back, but the trunk is actually of a useful size. However, the hybrid model does have a slightly smaller trunk to make room for the battery pack. The rest of the interior is filled with beautiful leather with Alcantara inserts and supreme craftsmanship. But there's some frustration initially with this car and the learning curve. For example, if you want to pair your phone to the car, there's no quick set inside the phone setting. You have to register the phone first, then go back to Bluetooth. Same for the heated, cooled seats and heated steering wheel. There's no button you can just push on the dash to activate those. No, you have to go in to the information screen. And it's got a trackpad here in the center, and it feels kind of old and clunky by today's standards.
The most important thing in here is the power button.
All right, we got to catch up to Lacey, and while we do, I'll tell you about this car. It has a 5-liter V8 engine, the same engine that they use in the RCF and the GSF, and it has 471 horsepower, all the power going to the rear wheels. This is the first car to have a 10-speed automatic transmission, but it's not a dual clutch, a conventional automatic. This and the different settings from comfort to normal, sport, and sport plus change the shift characteristics from mellow to very, very crisp. At low speeds, there can be a bit of a lurch on and off the throttle, but it's not too dramatic. Now on this car, there's a dial here, comfort, normal, sport, and sport plus. I drive pretty much always in sport plus to get this car to be as lively as I would like. In fact, I'd like it to be livelier because at the essence, this is still a Lexus. It's going to appeal to traditional Lexus buyers, but for some pure sports car buyers, it might not be sharp enough. Now, that's the biggest criticism. The biggest compliment is this. The engine just sounds hot.
Well, this LC 500H is a different story. It has a 3.5-liter V6 that's matched to an electric battery pack and motor, and what Lexus calls a multi-stage hybrid system. We all know Lexus and Toyota use a continuously variable transmission in their vehicles to send power to the wheels. Now this LC does the same thing, but with a little bit of a twist. Not only is there a CVT with pre-programmed step points, but this CVT is also connected to a 4-speed automatic. This is done to remove any delay from the typical CVT, making this car's shifts crisp and direct when in Sport and Sport Plus mode. What's great about this LC is that in comfort mode, it's incredibly smooth, laid back, and relaxed to drive. You put it into Sport or Sport Plus mode, and it revs high, shifts quick, and really changes the driving dynamics. The weird thing is, it's still a very comfortable, soft ride, even when it has a bit of a sportier feel to it. I really like it.
So this Lexus LC 500, it's a premium car. It starts at $101,000. Most people will offer the performance pack, brings the price up to $115,000. Now, Lacey, the one thing Lexus is absolutely clear about this car, it's a luxury coupe, a grand tourer. It's not intended to be a supercar.
Even though it really looks like
Absolutely.
one. Whether you want a V8 or a hybrid, I think it really just comes down to your lifestyle.
Or flip a coin, heads or tails?
Tails.
You get the hybrid.
Perfect.